Hello everyone, this is Zaptrocity. Today I'm going to be showing you a fix for Xisuma's water door. With the recent 1.5 changes, redstone has changed quite significantly, so I decided I needed to make a fix on this because it is no longer working. So as you can see, it's a lot more smaller. This part here is only 3 wide. It's also 1 wide with the part coming upwards. That's above ground, so this means you can have it flush with the wall and the ground, as you can see, which is always a good thing to have with a door. So that's pretty cool. So how it works is you step on the pressure plates, everything closes up, so you can walk to the other side, and everything flows back down nicely. So it's a nice looking aesthetic door, and you can even sprint through it, and it works 100% fine. So it's a pretty cool door, and I'll show you guys how to build it. Okay, so if you haven't seen the previous tutorial on how to build this, there will be a link on the screen now. So I suggest you check that out if you want some more details on it before. So in this chest I also have everything you need to build this. So not a lot of things. Some things, you might not need some things depending on your needs, or, you know, sometimes there's a few bugs, so that's why there are a few more things just to make sure that things go 100% smoothly. So as you can see, we need our 4 pressure plates for our input. On both sides. Our water bucket, you can have 2, it doesn't really matter. You've got your pistons, sticky pistons, the amount of redstone you'll need, 14 slabs, and a block to build it out of. So hopefully you got that recorded down. So let's start building this. Alrighty, so let's get building. I'll be using these 2 different colors of wool to help you distinguish between the 2 different parts, but I don't really think it's that necessary. But just in case you fall a little behind and don't understand, that will be there. So first off, this is my ground level where I'm going to have my door. I'm going to have it a little bit higher in the air just to make sure that the wiring below it is a little easier. So first we want to place our pressure plates, and this is where our door is going to be. So we're going to have a hole and gap, pressure plates. Alright, here we're going to have pistons right underneath, so we just go pressure plate, block, little gap with our pistons, and then our other pressure plates. So to start off the input, we want to have redstone dust right underneath. So as you can see, activates. This is going to go down on both sides. There we are. And this is going to start off with our little pulse shortener. So we can use our thing like that, and it will go into a block, and we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. And pretty much there you go. Okay, so what I've done is I've mirrored that on both sides, so now we have the exact same thing on both the sides. Next up, I'm going to start laying down the pistons for the whole thing. So let's just come out here, and we're going to have pistons like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the exact same on the other side, so here is where our ditch is. A little ditch where the water will be, and then we go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to build a frame around this. Right here where the 4th piston is, I have a block because you'll be entering through these 3 pistons. This 4th piston here is to make sure that the water gets blocked off. So a nice little frame like that. Cool. Now let's move on to the red circuit. This is where we're going to actually start powering the pistons. So from here, all we need to do is to get our redstone signal from the repeater and just bring it up and down so it connects up. This can be done on both sides. Now this right side I'm going to choose as my thing that will power here. So to make it a little more resource friendly, I have just chosen one side to do everything. So here we're going to have a redstone signal come out into a block. Alright, now this is going to power a piston, which will have a block, and we'll have a redstone torch right underneath there. There we are. So if you didn't catch that, as you can see, we have the power coming through. There we are, and it comes into here, and it will power this block like so. Now we don't need to do this on this side, because what we're actually going to do is from here. We're gonna just bring the power along up through the piston like this, so a redstone dust right next to the piston, and it comes out again. So as you can see, if this gets powered, it will cover this redstone torch powering this, and it will go up and power this block as well. Cool. Okay, so the next part is to get all these powered, and right to the top here we will have our water. So first off, we're going to start off a little slab pattern. Note that this probably can't be done on the Xbox version, because you can place redstone dust on slabs or glowstone and it will travel upwards but not downwards. So as you can see, we kind of have a slopey pattern like this. Alright, the first one will go into this piston, next one would go into you skip a piston and go into the next one, and it continues up like that. So we want to do this on the other side too. So we want to get our upside down slab like there, go into the first piston, next one will go into the third piston, and we just have a little break to make it extend up, and we bring it out just one more like so. Alrighty, so that's all good and cool, but now we're going to place a block here and here. This is to make sure we power this piston as well. Now, since the wiring gets cut off, we're actually going to extend it out an extra block this way, where it will come out like so. So we can do that on both sides. There we are. Okay, cool. So we have kind of like a weird staircase pattern like this. Next up, we want to extend the wiring even further up, so we can make sure that these pistons stay on or off, depending on if the water curtain needs to be open or closed or whatever. So we just bring this up, and then we bring it up just by another layer, like so. So we do that on the other side. There we are, and extend it out. Bam. Here is where we'll have our sticky pistons. We'll have our redstone blocks there. Now, since this water curtain is open like this, where the pistons are retracted, we have our redstone blocks on top like this. Awesome. So that's pretty cool. That would pretty much conclude it. So we can do a final test. Step on it. Works fine. There we are. So let's try the other side. Perfect. It's working fine. Working nice. Now, if you don't like the look of it, we need like a little barrier on top. Yeah, feel free to put one of those in. So as you can see inside, you cannot see the roof, and we flick it again. Now here we can just put in our roof. There we are. Pretty nice, pretty small, and easy to build. So hope you guys found this tutorial useful. If there are any bugs or directional glitches or whatever with this design, please do tell me. If you can make it more compact, that would be extremely helpful, so feel free to submit those in. I'd like to see those too. So that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, and I'll see you guys next time.